Hi, I'm Diane Cameron. I'd like to tell you about my work as a spiritual director and what spiritual direction means. Our chemistry is very important. As you're looking for a spiritual director, you want to find someone that feels like a good fit. I work with people of all backgrounds and all faith traditions, and even people with no declared faith tradition, people who identify as agnostic or atheist. And yes, I was surprised too when I began and met folks who said they did not believe in God but wanted spiritual direction. Because as it turns out, most of us want a connection to something bigger than us in the universe. And we want that for safety, for trust, for wisdom, and for support, especially when we go through difficult times. People tend to come to spiritual direction when there is something important in front of them. It could be a diagnosis, it could be a decision to change jobs, change careers, to retire, to have a child, to not have a child. And it is also when people are facing something very difficult, their illness, a loved one's illness, a death, a loss of a job, something painful, because for all of us, that's when the universe shakes, and we want that comfort and security and a way to make those important decisions. Discernment is at the center of spiritual direction, and that's the spiritual word for making good decisions. I think of myself sometimes like a relationship counselor between you and what is bigger than you, and I say to people, what is bigger than you? And all of us, most of us know right away and can name that thing. For folks in more traditional religions, they might say God or higher power. Other folks will say nature, beauty, science with a capital S, intelligence, the ocean. And they know what that is. They know that place they can go to for that. And then we develop that relationship. One of the things to know is that this is an intimate and confidential relationship, and to be assured that everything is confidential because we share a lot. There's a lot of listening and a lot of questions. I follow the guidelines of the Code of Ethics of Spiritual Directors International, SDI, which is the regulating body for spiritual directors. It's also important that you and I, the directee, the client, have a good feel for each other. So I always suggest that you reach out and we have a conversation before you make a decision. If you live in the New York Capital Region, we can have a cup of coffee. If you're further away, we can meet by phone or on Zoom to get a sense of each other moving forward. And I hope you will reach out.